Hey everybody, hello, hello. Hello, welcome to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. Back live after a few weeks. We haven't been on. Long story behind that I'll get into in just a few. But I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm going to wait for some folks to pop on and we will get this party started. I'm going to be making a 12 by 12 layout using a collection from My Mind's Eye that's been sitting in my stash for a while called Wild Asparagus. So we'll get into that. Hello, Mary. Nice to see you as well. We're going to hang out for just a second and see if some other folks pop on here. Let me know in the chat if you are here. So glad that you are joining me this afternoon. Hey, Vicki, what's going on? Hello. We are here for yet another staff meeting. If you're in the Victoria Marie Facebook group, I posted an announcement that was going live today, and I called it our staff meeting. So put up those fake spreadsheets. Make it look like you're busy if you're at work, if you're tuning in from work. Hello, Sarah. How's it going? Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey, Cindy. Hello. Long time no see. I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, or at least live, rather, and I'll explain what the deal is going on here. Hey, Carol, she says, usually I'm a Tomorrowland attendee, so you catch it on replay. Awesome. Hey, Nicole, what's going on? Make sure you post in the chat. Let me know that you're here. Say hello. I'm so glad that you're joining me today, and hopefully we won't have any more interruptions going into the end of the year. Can you believe that we're in the fourth quarter of the year? That is insane how things have just gone by so super fast, and God, it just seems like 2021 got here, and then it's like, okay, adios, I'm out of here. It's gone by so fast. Hey, Barb. Hey, Susan. What's going on? So, a couple of things. If you're new around here, welcome to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. I typically go live every week, but I've had some issues the past couple of weeks with going live, so I didn't go live. But we are back, so I'm so glad you're here. If you hear some mowing in the background, our HOA folks are out here mowing the lawn. So if you hear that background noise, I'm completely sorry for that. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. So if you like the live stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed here to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel, make sure that you do. Make sure you click the bell. That way you'll be notified each and every time I go live. And then, of course, whenever I post content here on the channel. Hey, Alice, what's going on? So glad everybody is here today. Hey, Pamela. Glad to finally catch live, she says. I'm glad that you are here. So glad you're able to catch it live today. So long story short, we have had issues with our air conditioner for the past, I guess it's been going on 4 weeks now. Our compressor went out, and we were going through our home warranty company to get it fixed. However, it has been quite a waiting game for them to order the part so that the company can fix the AC. So we've been in a holding pattern. So needless to say, the air conditioner is not fixed at all, not fixed. And, but the temperature has decreased a lot here in Texas. And by decrease, I mean like, it's in the 80s right now. And so I have no air conditioner. I've been using portable ACs. I have a portable AC up here now, and it's cool enough now where I can comfortably sit up here and do some things. I had the portable AC going pretty much all day long, but it's loud, and so I didn't want that to interrupt the live stream. And also, too, it's just hot up here. It was hot. So now things are starting to cool down just a little bit, which is great. And so I'm just going to proceed forward with Wednesday lives. So there we go. So it's not fixed yet for those who have been following that saga. It's very, very frustrating. We have been going back and forth with the warranty company for many weeks, don't know what the deal is. And it's at a point now where if I don't get something resolved, or at least have some idea of when something's going to happen, by the end of this week, we are going to find a company that can come out and do this for us to get it fixed, because I want to get it done. So that's where we're at. But needless to say, we are fine, where it's not like 100-degree weather like it was when the thing went out. So we're comfortable. It is a little annoying having the portable ACs going at night, particularly when we're sleeping, so we're not getting restful sleep. But it could be worse. It could be absolutely worse. And so it is what it is. It is what it is. Hello, everyone who's just joined us. So glad that you are here. And Hal says, oh no, I can't live without my air. I know that's right. Particularly if you live in an area where it gets super hot in the summertime, that can be a pain. So, but we're okay. Everyone's okay. We're going to proceed forward as we normally do. Today, let's make a layout. So if you are in a position to kind of play along, go ahead, grab some materials and let's play. Some of you are probably at work and you're kind of peeking in today just to keep yourself entertained. So make sure you have that spreadsheet up just in case the boss comes by. Unless you're the boss, then that's a different story. So today I'm going to be working with a collection called Wild Asparagus from My Mind's Eye. I've had this collection sent to me a few months ago. It's been sitting around in my stash. And I've been really trying to go through my stash and use up things as much as I can. I'm getting ready to do a purge and a reorganize some of my kits that I've had pre-made. I'm also getting ready to package up some stuff for donation. And just, it's usually around this time of the year. I usually do this 3 times a year. But particularly down this time of year, I like to go through all of my stuff and see what I'm going to have leave my studio for the time being. That can go on to somebody else who wants to use them. I'm going to be donating items. We found an organization in our area that actually collects donated materials, art materials and such, that they then give to nonprofits and teachers and school districts and all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to do. And that's a lot easier than trying to ship something because, let's just face it, mailing stuff these days is just really expensive. So I didn't want to go through that hassle. So we're just going to donate it. So today I've got 2 photos that I printed and resized using Photoshop, because if you've been with me for a while, you know that, or at least earlier this year, that I have been trying really, really hard to learn how to use Photoshop. And I only want to learn the techniques that I'm going to use for scrapbooking. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not going to be designing things on it. I just want to be able to edit photos and resize them and use digital elements and that type of stuff. So I told myself that I was going to teach myself how to use Photoshop this year. So I resized my photos to 3.5 by 5, and I think this is a fantastic size, particularly when you're working on a 12 by 12 layout, because it doesn't, take up too much space, but it still is a large enough photo that you can see it on your layout. So this is 2 photos of me and my sunflower dress that I love so much. And for this particular layout, I'm talking about how much I love dresses and how I've always loved dresses, even as a little girl. And there was some point in my life where I stopped wearing dresses a whole lot because I found wearing jeans, particularly wide-leg jeans with boots at the time, hello 90s, that I liked wearing wide-leg jeans with boots. And then recently, over the past few years, I've kind of circled back to dresses, particularly dresses with pockets. And I think this type of story is fun to document in terms of your preferences and your interests and that type of thing as you get older and move along with life, to document these types of things. So that's what I'm going to do today. I've had these photos kind of sitting out, and I thought, you know what? Let's make a layout. So let me show you this collection that I'm using today. Super pretty. This is called Wild Asparagus from My Mind's Eye. I'm pretty sure this is available at scrapbook.com, but I didn't look before I went live. But really, really pretty papers. It has sort of a creamy, grayish, muted tone to it, which is really nice. You can still use it with white cardstock if you want. It has yellow and blues and pinks. It's sort of very floral, I should say. Very soft, kind of vintage a little bit. It's really pretty. And typically, collections like this have, birds and flowers and stuff, which is not always something that I go to, but I really, really, really love this collection. So this looks like wallpaper to me. It's really pretty. I like this one with all the different text, some more florals. I'm using this piece of pattern paper today. It has some stripes. This looks like wallpaper as well. Has little lemons, has my main squeeze on it. I love, love, love this pattern, of course. And then some nice florals, which I used this pattern paper for a layout that I did for Scrapbooking Cards today, the latest issue that just came out, so make sure you check that out. Also, some more floral and plaids, really pretty stuff. And I've used a little bit of it, but not a whole lot. So I'm challenging myself to pull it out and give it a go. Also, with this, I have some chipboard stickers, really nice thick chipboard stickers. Love that. I don't think I use stuff like bunny rabbits and things like that, but you know, it's there. Also, this collection has a double-sided 24 sheet. This is 6x8 pattern paper, which is the same pattern paper that you get in the collection, in the 12x12. So that's really nice. Really love that. Super pretty. Gorgeous. You can use these for cards, scrapbook layouts, the whole nine. There's also some stickers as well as some die cuts and washi tape. I went ahead and pulled out all the die cuts so I can see what I'm working with here. And then also some washi as well. Very nice. And there is a stamp set. So you can stamp that fun little lemon and birds and the bunny rabbit and whole nine. Here are the stickers. Really nice, thick cardstock stickers. Very pretty. And there are 3x4 pocket cards, which I'm actually going to use 2 today, as well as some enamel dots. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. Let me know in the comments section, as the year is winding down, are you looking forward to holiday scrapbooking? This is not a holiday themed layout, but let me know in the chat, are you looking forward to holiday themed scrapbooking? I am looking forward to it for sure. I have waiting very patiently for the ordering period to end for one little word. I mean, not one little word, but December Daily. I'm very tempted to go and add another thing to my box. For those of you who are what was I going to say? Those of you who've done December Daily and enjoy doing December Daily and have ordered stuff for December Daily, then you might be aware that you can add things to your box up until a certain point, which today is the deadline to add any product to your box. So I've been very, very tempted not to add more stuff to my box. Very tempted. Oh, goodness. Posh Paper Creation says, hello, I'm so happy that manufacturers are leaning more towards 6x8 paper pads. They are card and scrapbook friendly. I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm thinking is, I thought I would create this layered composition with my background. I've got this floral pattern paper, which I wouldn't, necessarily use. It's not really my style, but I'm going to use it to frame out my layout because I like the blue. I also love sort of this gingham sort of looking, not gingham, that's not what I'm going for. Sort of this, it's not plaid, I guess it would be, pattern paper. I also have some pieces left over from some cardstock that I cut from a previous project. And what I thought was maybe shifting over, trimming this down to maybe 11.5 or 11 rather, by 11, and then shifting it, and then having a band of pattern paper go across the layout along with this band of pattern paper, and then layering my photos right here at the bottom, so I'm creating an anchor here at the bottom. I already have my journaling typed up, so go me. I thought about maybe adding that there to the top and then putting the title right here and then doing some embellishing. So let's see where this takes us today. That's kind of my initial plan, but you know how it goes whenever you're scrapbooking. Things can change. Things can change. Hey Charlene, how you doing? Alrighty, so let me get this background set up first. That's the first thing we're going to do. Let me know in the chat, are you ready for holiday scrapbooking? Whether you're doing December Daily, October Daily, gratitude journals, are you making cards? Do you not scrapbook holiday things? Do you just kind of add it in with your regular scrapbooking that you do with no special projects? Tell me what you're doing this holiday season. I'm excited for it. I am ready. I'm going to trim this one down, I think, to 11 by 11. I think that's what I'm going to do. I am so ready. I, in fact, this weekend am going to make some space in my garage. We're slowly but surely trying to clean out and reorganize our garage. But I have my holiday decorations in a separate storage unit. Hello, Linda from Cape Town. And we pull that out every year and decorate the house. But I do have a bunch of stuff sitting in my garage that has to go to Goodwill. So I'm trying to clear that out first before I bring over my holiday decorations. It's a whole hot mess in our garage. All right, here we go. There's that. I just trimmed it down, this other pattern paper, to 11 by 11. Alrighty. Charlene says she's planning on making holiday cards. I'm trying to get ahead of the game with the holiday cards. In fact, I'm going to be hosting a crop specifically for holiday card making, so I'll be announcing information about that super soon. I'm going to go ahead and layer in this pattern paper here, and then this one here. Haven't used any solid cardstock yet, all pattern paper. And this blue one's going to go right here. So I have a nice anchor for my photos and all that good stuff. Carrie says she wants to try and use old holiday products to make cards so you can justify buying new stuff. That is fantastic. Hope not ready. Too much I need to do. Worried I won't get everything done. And you know what? I think we have an idea sometimes of what we want to do during the holidays. Like, I think I have like my fantasy self during the holidays and my real life self during the holidays, where there's so many things I want to do and so many things I want to make. But honestly, how much time do we have with everything that goes on during the holiday season? You know, whether it's work or family stuff or whatever may be going on. Okay. We are still refraining from having hosting any family events for right now, given the current situation with the pandemic. And so that's actually not a bad thing for us. So a lot of our holiday things are just going to be stuff that we feel that we can safely do. But I definitely want to make sure that I'm planning time to where I can make things and, you know, outside of work stuff, but make things for my own enjoyment, I should say. And other non-scrapbooking, holiday crafty type things. All right, so we got holiday cards and layouts. Not going to buy new stuff. Hope to scrap previous holiday pictures from Texas, says Margaret. Last Christmas was so sad because there were no Christmas markets or nothing. Antonella, absolutely, absolutely. Charlene says, has a local card making group and we're making cards to give to a local nursing home. That's fantastic. Love where this layout is going. Thank you very much. Hey, MSB. Waiting for Allie to shut the DD box and ship, so to keep me distracted, I'm going to do October Daily. That's fantastic. It's hard not to add to the box. I'm telling you. Allie, for those of you who aren't familiar, Allie Edwards leaves the ordering period, or the box where you can add stuff to your December Daily box, open. I think you have I think we had like a month to order stuff. And there are still items available, by the way. So if you are someone who likes December Daily and you want to get into that, you know, get you some things, there should still be plenty of materials there. I know they've been trying to order more so they don't sell out so fast. So if you want to add to your box now, today is the day, because after today they're going to shut it down and they're going to start prepping boxes to ship. All right, so I have 3x4 pocket cards that are part of this collection, and I pulled out two. I pulled out this yellow one, and then I pulled out this one that has these little numbers, and I just want the numbers to show. And I'm going to use these to layer behind my photo. Sometimes we have these cards and we don't know what to do with them, particularly if you have tons of pocket cards. It's like, what am I going to do with all these pocket cards? Use them to layer behind your photos, behind your embellishments, that type of thing. I'm just going to use a little bit of that. I think I'll cut that in half. And that gives me a vertical element here. And then maybe bring that here. Something like that. Actually, I don't like the idea of that going here. So this is a really great way to get some mileage out of those pocket cards, is to use them to layer. And bonus, they usually have small print, so you can take advantage of the smaller details. All right, I'm going to do that. And I might trim this up because I really want these numbers to show. Just going to cut that in half. Nope. Maybe I'll just keep it here and just layer it here. And then bring that over here. That's something. Now, I'll take that back. Okay. Now, I need to make sure that I have space for my journaling. And I do. That's going to go right up here. Okay, I'm liking that. Let's stick with that. So I'm going to actually tack this down. Cut up those 3x4 pocket cards, my friends. Use them up. Use them up. All right, I'm going to do this. Kind of a faux vertical band, if you will. And then let's go ahead and tack this one down, too. Hello, Kimberly. Hope says, such a great idea to use pocket cards, never know what to do with them. Oh, absolutely. Use them for layering. Because you know what? They're just going to sit in your stash. You might as well just cut them up, use them for other purposes other than pocket cards. Outside of doing, oh goodness, Project Life, I haven't actually used a lot of pocket cards really to make pocket layouts other than Project Life. And I'm terribly behind on Project Life. Or let's just say it's a work in progress. Yes, Sarah, you were supposed to use your 3x4 pocket cards and your 4x6 pocket cards, not hoard them. I know, right? That is just news, right? That's the big news, is you are to use those pocket cards, not hoard them, along with everything else that we hoard. Oh. Alrighty. I'm going to stick this one here because I like those little numbers. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and commit to my journaling being there at the top. Again, I pre-printed the journaling. I did it on vellum. That's something that you guys have seen me do many, many a time. This is a really great trick if you want the look of typed journaling on your layout, but maybe you don't have a wide format printer, particularly if you want to journal on a 12x12 spread, or if you just want to be able to have some freedom and flexibility as to where your journaling goes on your page, you can type it and then print it out on some vellum. I use the Hero Arts layering vellum because it's fantastic. And so yeah, that's what I do. Thinking about putting that there, but I'm not sure. Okay, before I go any further with this, I need to work out my title. Oh, I have this tab too. Where do I want to put the tab? Do I want to put the tab here? I think I might. Or do I want to put it here or here? I originally thought I was going to put the tab here. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's work out the title. That's going to be first because, you know, sometimes you get to going and then you forget things like your title and your journaling. Holly says, you've inspired me. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, Holly. I'm so glad to hear that. Sarah says, I've been using my pocket cards more so now on my layouts just for this purpose, especially with the enormous amounts of Disney-themed ones. Yes, lots of pocket cards. Not only are collections coming out with pocket cards, sometimes the like individual packs of pocket cards, but also with the 12x12 papers on the B-sides have pocket cards too. So it's like lots of pocket cards. Okay, so let me move this up. Let me get this into frame. Alrighty, so I went through my stash of letter stickers. And we all know I have a large stash of letter stickers. I have 3 bins of letter stickers. I'm sure there's other people out there who have more than me, so I don't feel too bad about it. So this particular pattern paper has some muted colors to it. I pulled out these stickers called Campfire, which I really love, but I think that the color will fade a little bit to the background. I also pulled out these stickers from Hip Kit Club from several kits ago, and I really love the blue, greenish blue, and the pop of the gold, because that will set off the yellow a little bit in there. I have these gold stickers called Happy from Stickers, and they're smaller. Then I have these blue ones from Felicity Jane, which I think I'm going to go ahead and rule out because this is not the blue that I was looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and set those to the side. I also pulled over this gray color, but I think that that won't pop too much on the layout either. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this one out. This is called Stylist. I really, really like it. I like the size of it. It's a foam sticker and it's gray. So that just checks all the boxes for me. But alas, I'm not going to use it. So the title is going to be I Live in Dresses. And I thought that I would spell out I live in with these smaller stickers and then spell out the word dresses with another font. So I'm pretty sure between the 3 of these that I'm going to use these 2 because this one I think is just going to fade right in the background given the fact that this pattern paper here is pretty much the same color. I don't think that's going to pop as much as I want it to. Or it might. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. Because I really, really love this font. And I don't know. Let's give it a shot. We'll see. Okay, so starting with the smaller ones. Let me cut my package open. I'm going to do that here on the side. A little trick I picked up from another YouTuber, and I forget her name. But I saw her do this years ago, and I'm like, oh, that's brilliant, versus trying to get them back in the package and the sticky here at the bottom. Might as well just cut on the side. Then you can pull it out. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay. So, I think I'm going to start it here. And put a little tilde. There we go. Usually I write out my titles because, you know, there's something about making a layout where you forget how to spell. I do. I forget how to spell. I have some layouts where my titles are just like spelled all completely wrong. Okay, so I live, and I'm not even sure if this is straight, but we're just going to go with it for right now. I live, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the lines on this pattern paper to help me line up my letters. There we go. Sometimes I need to concentrate on this. This is hard work, people. Right? Gotta concentrate. It's a serious work. Okay, I live. Move that over. My favorite type of sticker is a nice foam sticker because they're easy to adjust. You don't have to add extra adhesive to it. And they don't fall off the page. Okay, so I'm trying to, okay, Victoria, even though I've established a line with this pattern, I struggle to get things straight. Okay, I live in okay, let's get the tilde for this I. And then if I need to make some adjustments later, I will. I will post a picture of this on the Victoria Marie Instagram page, so make sure you check that out. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm Victoria Marie Scraps on Instagram. I've been posting a lot there lately, so make sure you check it out. I live in dresses. Let's see if this is going to work. I really, really want to use this font, but it might just fade out. I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Kind of a tone-on-tone situation. All right. In my head, I am spelling out the word dresses because, of course, you know, being live, there's pressure. pressure to spell right. Victoria can't spell. Loving the mixed fonts. Thank you. I love mixed fonts as well. And it forces you to use your stuff, you know? All right. I live in dresses. Actually, you know what, guys? I think I like this sticker. I'm going to keep it. There we go. Press it down. Done deal. Executive decision made. All right. I'm going to add a little exclamation point. I will go back and add some extra adhesive to this once the live is done, because that takes a little bit of time. Okay, I'm going to keep it like that because I actually like that font sticker. I thought it was going to be too light. I thought it would just fade into the background. I think it actually looks just fine. Okay, so putting my letters back in their packages. I still have some space to do some embellishing, so that's great. This is starting to look a little bit more editorial than what I thought. All right, let's move those letter stickers out the way. I can put those back in my stash. Okay, so I worried a little bit too much about that. There we go. Sarah says you could use that font on top of a double matte with blue and gold. You absolutely can. You can definitely put a matte behind your letters to make them pop out a little bit more. Absolutely. Okay, now let's embellish. So I have some die cuts and some chipboard stickers and some cardstock stickers. What I usually like to do whenever I'm trying to work through a collection is I try to use all of the elements as much as I possibly can. And then I incorporate it with my stash. So once I've had my fill of this, then I'll incorporate it in my stash. I like this label that says every day, but I'm not sure if I want to put it there. I'm thinking I kind of want to maybe put it down here. I do want something up here, though. Maybe the tab. And then I can put the date. But I kind of like the idea of the tab going by the photo. On the side of the photo. All right, I'll come back to that because I'm not going to drive myself crazy. So, I have this label that says BU. Trying to decide. I want to add a label of some kind. Let's get to the stickers. There are these beautiful cardstock stickers, just gorgeous. I love the floral ones, very, very pretty. And I thought about using one of these big ones. Just have it like come up like that and kind of loop over the flower. But before I commit to that, I'm going to get out my powder tool, my powder bag, and I'm just going to add some powder to dull the sticky. And I do this whenever I'm trying to work out how I want to embellish my layout, but I don't want to commit to having the sticker directly on the layout. You can always add adhesive to the back. It's not a big deal. So now I can just place it down for right now and see if that's what I want to go with. And since I have a floral element here, then I'm probably going to want one over here. So let me look through my little sheet, get these used up. I actually have 2 of these sheets because I received 2 packs of the same paper collection. So let's get it used up. Why not? So I'm going to dull the sticky here. And what if we did a little floral situation over here? I might have to trim that. There's also the possibility of doing something over here, but I don't think I like that. Could do something here too. I think I still like it by the photo. We'll see. I'll just put that here maybe. Trying to see what else I have here. Okay, so that's a contender. I also have this sticker as well. I'm trying to be careful not to drop that on my photo because that'll be a whole hot mess and a half. Don't want to do that. I can also stick a smaller scale over here. Or maybe bring it down like that. Okay, jury's still out on that. We'll keep it moving. I have some chipboard stickers. Let's pull those out of the package. Beautiful layout. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you guys. Thank you. This is called, Holly, it's called Wild Asparagus. It's from My Mind's Eye. All right. I have some chipboard situations here. Maybe I'll use a lemon. This seems so random, but maybe I'll use a lemon or a pear. I don't know. Not stuff I would normally use. Maybe the label BU can go right here. Ooh, I like that. I live in dresses every day for the most part. If I'm not in dresses, I'm in leggings. So there's that part. And I know the exclamation point is after the S, but we're just going to roll with it. We're just going to roll with it, folks. No big deal. I think I moved the label over here. Okay. Maybe this floral will come over here. Trying to frame out this photo area. Maybe that floral will come there, but I'm not like 100% committed to that, you know? Trying to see anything. See, I don't really think I like that either. Okay, I think I like that. Now I'm just trying to resolve this. I want something over here, but I'm not sure that this is going to be the one. Sometimes when you're making a layout, it doesn't quite hit right immediately. That's too big, and that kind of looks weird. So you just kind of have to play with it a little bit and see what might work. Oh, here's something. There are these little flags. Can be a little banner. Do I like that? That fills up that space there. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. All right, digging through some more of these die cuts. Let's see here. I'm kind of liking that. Yeah, no problem, Holly. I kind of like that banner situation up there. I think that fills in that space nicely and gives us a kind of a visual triangle situation. So what I'm going to do to give it a little bit of depth and dimension is I'm going to pop it up with some foam dots. I think that'll work. Sometimes when I come on these things, I have a whole idea in mind of what I want to do, and then you never know when I'm going to switch it up. I might change my mind altogether. Alrighty, let's get the little banners going. I had someone ask me the other day if I'm going to be sharing my December Daily project, and the answer to that is yes. I actually haven't shared anything December Daily in a couple of years, probably longer than that. And so I'm really, really excited to share that process. So if you like December Daily, I'll be sharing that starting in late November. I'm going to do a video where I'm prepping for my December Daily. I'm actually getting ready to clear out or purge, go through some of my older December Daily materials. And I'm making a big, large kit. I will probably bring the cart back, the holiday cart that I showed you guys last year, so that should be fun. I'll have other content peppered into it. Won't just only be December Daily, because I know December Daily isn't always everyone's jam. Nicole says, I struggle with flowers because I have boys. You know, I think for a lot of folks that is that can be hard, particularly when you don't want your layouts to read too feminine. I have absolutely no problem using flowers on layouts about the men in my life. Don't shy away from that. You can make some really beautiful, beautiful layouts using flowers, regardless of whether it's a gendered layout or not. There's just some, I think, some elements that read maybe a little bit more modern. This is really kind of vintagey, very feminine, but you can still use it on layouts with boys. Nicole said, did you finish your 2020 and 2019 December daily? The answer to that is no. 2020 was a wash, and I think we all know why. I was not feeling it. 2019, I think I got through almost half, or at least I set it up. I know at least 2 of those albums I set up in advance. So all now I have to do is just print the photos and then, like, you know, make it pretty. So yes, here we go. I will be sharing, actually, I'll be working on those projects, so I'll definitely share them as they're coming along. Hey, Ara from Bentley House Minis, how are you? Thanks for joining me today. She says, that's why I like live streams. You can get to see the creative process. Absolutely, me too. Me too. By the way, if you guys like miniature house builds, make sure you follow Bentley House Minis. I'm obsessed. She's amazing. I'm just going to let you know. Ara, I don't mean to embarrass you. Corinne and I have gotten into miniature builds over the past year or so. And so there's people that I follow on YouTube, and Bentley House Minis is one of those, if you're interested in doing miniature rooms and houses and miniature projects. So she's a miniaturist, and she's fantastic, so make sure you follow her. Kimberly should do December. Yes, you should do December daily. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you don't need to go buy all the stuff, right? Just use what you have. Don't be like me and go buy like 3 years of stuff and never use it. Getting ready to pull out some papers to scrap along. Awesome, Holly. And Nicole says she has to finish 2020. And you know what? It's not like those projects are going anywhere, right? They're still going to be there. So you can take your time. Enjoy the holiday season and take your time, right? Let's pop up this guy here as I'm jabbing away. I'm going to put some foam dots on the back of this guy. Okay, let's take off the release paper. There we go. And, oh, well, the release paper doesn't want to act right. Here we go. I'm going to give this a little bit of dimension here on the bottom of the layout. This is looking a little bit more editorial than what I had planned, but you know what? It's all good. We're just going to roll with it. By the way, this is my first project of the day, and I usually say that my first project is always my worst project, but I actually am really liking how this is coming along. So I'm just going to, like, pop this here. Yeah, that looks good. By the way, I love these colors. I'm for some reason lately I've been obsessed with green. Green was never really a color of mine. I like mint green and I like turquoisey colors with a bit of green in it, but just green straight up, never really been my jam until recently, and I absolutely love green. Let me know if you're a fan of green, and do you use it on your scrapbook layouts? All right, so that gives that some height and dimension there. Love that. Let's go ahead and address this guy here. We're just going to keep him... Oh, he's already stuck down. Okay, never mind. He's just going to stay there because he's already stuck. We're not going to fight it. We're just going to move along. Let me know if you're a fan of green. Never really was a color I considered that much when scrapbooking, and then lately I've just been all about it. I have this label here. I'm going to put a little foam dot right here to the side, and then I'm going to add some adhesive. I'm going to pop that down. We're going to commit because that's what we do around here. Is we don't have commitment issues, right? We're just going to stick it on a page and keep it moving. Maybe some of us have commitment issues, I don't know. Alrighty. There's that. I feel that there needs to be a little something up here. I wish these were a tiny bit smaller. Sometimes on my layouts, I like to put a nod to my age, or I do this a lot with layouts about Corinne. And I'm 40, so I thought, you know, why not use these numbers in some way to put a kind of a nod to how old I am? Because if I forget to put the date, at least I know how old I was in these photos. I don't know. That might not work out the way I thought it was going to work out. All right. So we're back to this tab situation. And I'm thinking I really want to use it, but it's not. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Visually, it's not popping off the way that I want it to. I thought about putting over here, somewhere up here. I don't think it's going to pop off the way I want it to pop off. Yeah, see, it's not working. All right, let's let it go. We'll let it go. I'm over it. We'll let it go. Okay. So I feel that we probably need a little bit more zhuzhing up here. Mary says, I've been enabled, went shopping, found this collection. We have rediscovered green. Yay! You're welcome. The gold letters are pretty. What brand are they? Dina, those are stickers, and it's called Happy. That's what those are. And there's letters and numbers. You get plenty of letters and numbers in that particular pack. Amy's a huge fan of green. Use it all the time. Lime, olive, jade, Kelly, forest, you name it. Absolutely. Green is Dee Dee's favorite color. Sarah says she uses green a lot on her layouts. Connie says, love green in my clothing choices. Decorating my home, definitely scrapbooking layouts. Awesome. Sarah says purple. It is purple I'm trying to use more of. Not a fan of purple. You know, purple used to be my favorite color. It's no longer my favorite color anymore. I love navy blue, and apparently I love green, but navy blue definitely has become one of my favorite colors over the years. Love bright greens like lime green or kiwi. Find those colors easier to use on cards than pages with a little goes a long way. Absolutely. And Alice uses greens as well. It's a beautiful color. It's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to put up here. I'm not seeing anything in my little selection of die cuts. Well, these are all the die cuts that come in the pack. That's small enough to layer on these little banners. I thought I'd do a little layered something here. I might have to look in my stash to see if I have anything that would work. I thought about using one of these little label situations here. I don't know where I would put that. See, that's just too much. See, I'm at a point now where it's either going to be too much and it's going to mess it up, or I feel that it's not enough. These circle die cuts are a little bit too big because then you can't see the banner and that defeats the purpose. So I am going to think of something to put here. Don't know yet, but we'll get there. I'm tempted to use this pear, but why? Why? You know how sometimes collections come with elements and it's like, I don't even know what I would use this for. I like the lemon. Maybe I'll layer in the lemon. Like, I don't even know. Why would I use a lemon on this? I don't know. This is where I get stuck. And they're kind of big. Like, I would use this on a card. I don't think I would use this on a scrapbook layout, but I would definitely use this on a card. And I actually like sort of this trio. And then you can put a little, you know, have your little label or whatever your sentiment is, and that would look really super sweet on a card. But I don't think I would use that on a layout. This is why I think getting double duty from your embellishments, whether you make cards or something else, is super important because some things just don't work on a layout, in my opinion. And I don't think that those pairs are going to work for me. I'm trying to decide if there's anything else. Do I want to use this little leaf guy here? Just kind of fill this out just a bit. Add a little bit of black. And cream. Yeah, let's do that. That looks good. I don't have anything on here, the chipboard, that's small enough to layer there, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. We'll just work it out. Yeah, all of these are kind of large. You know, the moment, and don't get me wrong, I love large die cuts, but every now and then you just need a small one. Right? Yeah, a small one to kind of fill it out. And I don't think I have any here with this chipboard sticker. And I love me some chipboard. Here's a little circle one, but I'm thinking that's a great size. And I don't have any more, I don't think. I have these on the sticker sheet. This one says yes. And then this one's a scallop with a leaf, but I'm not, no, that's just not working. I'm going to have to go through my stash and see what I have. It's it's those last little bitty details that mean absolutely nothing to anybody else except for us. The people who make the layouts. No one's going to look at this layout and go, oh, that's the embellishment you chose to finish that off with? Like, no one's going to do that. No one's going to do that. I don't know why we drive ourselves crazy with these details, but we do. All right, I want something there. I'm going to figure out what that's going to be. It could be, I don't know, charms. It could be wood veneer. It could be a lot of other things. I don't know yet. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. Am I loving this? I think I am. I'm having second thoughts about this part here. Well, of course I have second thoughts after it's, attached. There was something up here that was looking too heavy, and taking this off actually, I think, made it work a lot better. It needed some breathing room. So this past weekend, I did a class called Embrace White Space with my patrons. By the way, if you like exclusive classes and process videos and all those good things, consider becoming a patron. So I did a class called Embrace White Space, and one of the things we talked about in the class is that not everything you don't need to put a whole bunch of stuff on your layout, right? You can certainly have some breathing room on your layout. And so as I was looking more at this layout, those 3x4 pocket cards, that yellow one that I put there, it was looking a little bit too heavy. So one of the things I told my patrons is if it's looking too heavy, take something off. And so taking that element off, I think, makes the page a lot lighter. And I've got a little bit more white space between the journaling and then also down here. So I think that was a good call. So if you're wondering why I took that off, it's because it needed a little bit more white space. Also, I'm thinking I might have to reprint my journaling because it looks like the ink wasn't quite 100% dry on that vellum, which you do want to make sure if you use vellum that it dries. Let me get my surface sweep out. So I might have to reprint that, which is an easy fix. Got a little bit of ink onto that pattern paper, so I'm going to use my sand eraser and gently get that off. If you use a sand eraser, this is the sand eraser I use. It's called Tombow Sand Eraser 512A, Tombow Mono. And if you use a sand eraser on pattern paper, you want to be very gentle because it will pull off the pattern. So be very gentle. A sand eraser helps you get ink and stuff off your projects, which is fantastic. All right, so I made that edit. I'm much, much happier with that now. I think that that white space was needed, which essentially white space is not so much that the background's white, it's just the open space around the elements on your design. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Now I'm trying to decide, is there anything else that I want to do? Of course, off camera, I'm going to find some elements that are going to go there. I have my die cuts and my chipboard. I don't want it to be too crowded because I have lots of pattern paper going on here, which is fantastic. It's kind of reading editorials, so I'm not trying to go too crazy with this. How about we get some enamel dots? Let's get some dimension in here. Like the banners are classy. Thank you, Regina. Alice uses green. Navy blue, Sarah says, is one of her favorite colors, too. I love it. I love navy blue, particularly for home decor. I've been using it a lot in home decor recently. I have a long way to go. It doesn't ever seem like my house is going to be settled. I've been in this place for 3 years, and I still don't have it the way that I want it. Mary, thank you so much. Okay, so I think what I want to do is add some enamel dots just to bring in some texture here. I usually like to add them in clusters of 3. And let's see, I want it down here. Yeah, let's kind of scooch that right here. And let's do, how about this color and this color? Before I add, I'm thinking about adding some enamel dots on the banners. But before I do that, I want to make sure that whatever I put on here won't disrupt the enamel dots that are by the banner. So I'm just going to wait for that to finish out sort of that visual triangle situation that I have going on. All right, and I think that might be all I'm going to do at this point for the layout. So it's about 99.9% done, and I'll figure out what I'm going to put on those banners when the live is done. So I think what I might do is maybe move the journaling down a little bit. I don't know. I kind of like the journaling there. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I might move it down. I'm going to reprint it because it's smudgy, but I might move that down so that's kind of like in the same line as the title. I thought about moving the title over here and then moving the journaling here, but then that means I have to pull these off the page, and that might rip the page, and they're already on. So I'm just going to leave it where it's at and figure out how I want to do the journaling. I kind of have another idea for the journaling. I might explore that. I wonder what it would look like if I had like maybe a tag that came down here with the journaling on it. I don't know. I'm going to explore that a little bit more. See, now I have different ideas. I'm going to explore that a little bit more. I'm going to take this off, and then we'll figure out where the journaling is going to go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is figure out where I'm going to put what I'm going to put on the banner, and then I'm going to figure out if I'm going to keep this journaling block or if I'm going to do something different with the journaling here on this space. I'm going to leave the title where it's at because if I pull it up, then it's going to be a whole thing, and I don't want to do that. And I think I'm okay with my clusters. I'm just going to add a little bit more there. So that is today's project almost done. And so when it is, I'm going to finish this up once we're done with the live, and then I'll post it on Instagram. I'll post it to the Victoria Marie Facebook group. By the way, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. If you didn't hear already, the Facebook group, Victoria Marie Facebook group, is reactivated. So you can go and hang out with us. There's a link. There should be a link in the description. But you can certainly go to Facebook and search Victoria Marie Facebook group or Victoria Marie FB group, and find us on Facebook and join. We're no longer going to be on the Mighty Network because the Mighty Network is very cumbersome to use, and it just wasn't working in terms of engagement for our community. Our engagement plummeted over the past few months, and I don't like that because, you know, I started the Facebook group and started this community for a reason, for us to hang out and have fun. And so the Mighty Network wasn't working for us. There's going to be some changes coming down the pike, which I've talked about already, but I'll continue to talk about as those changes happen. But the first one was the Victoria Marie Facebook group being reopened. So if you didn't catch that announcement last week, or maybe it was the week before that, I can't remember, make sure you check us out, Victoria Marie Facebook group, and just go ahead and do a join request, and I'll approve the request, and you'll be in the group. There's lots of folks sharing their projects and asking questions and sharing information and doing what we always do. It's a fantastic group, no drama. We just like to have fun. So make sure you check that out. Also, the next Victoria Marie Online Virtual Crop, I'm going to be announcing some information about that. Registration for that has changed. Also, where I'm hosting those crops has changed as well. I'll be hosting it in a private Facebook group for going forward for at least the foreseeable future versus on the Victoria Marie Mighty Network. So if you haven't joined us because it was on the Mighty Network and you didn't want to go to another platform for it, or you just didn't quite figure out the Mighty Network, that's okay. We're moving the crops away from the Mighty Network, and it'll be for now housed in a private Facebook group, as well as registration is going to be changing. I'm going to be using Eventbrite for registration. So there's lots and lots and lots of changes and things that are coming down the pike, and I will share all that information with you as they happen. Make sure you join the Victoria Marie eNewsletter. There is a link to that in the description. That's the best way to keep up with information. I usually try to publish the newsletter every Friday, so I'll have updates as well as tips and tricks and other things with regards to storytelling and memory keeping, so make sure that you check that out. That's absolutely the best way to stay informed with what's going on with Victoria Marie Designs. So as far as today's project, the only thing I'm going to change probably is the title, add a few little dilly bops here to the banner, and I'm going to call this layout done. I'll post pictures of it on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me there so you can see the beautiful pictures of this project. And if you are interested in this collection, I believe scrapbook.com still has some. It's called Wild Asparagus is what it's called, Wild Asparagus. From my mind's eye. You could probably also find it at a Cherry on Top, maybe some other retailers that sell general scrapbooking supplies. But this is what it looks like, Wild Asparagus. It's a really, really beautiful collection. So check that out if you're interested, and I will see if I can post the link in the description after the live. Okay, folks. I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. Join me next Wednesday. I'll be back here with another scrapbooking project. And then as we get closer to November, I'll probably be doing a lot more lives that are based on some of my holiday projects like December Daily and that type of thing. So stay tuned for that. Prepping for those things, all of that. If you're a Victoria Marie patron, you'll get a behind the scenes look at that. So if you like that type of thing, consider becoming a patron. There is a link down below for more information and to join. All right, everybody, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Welcome back to Wednesday Live. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for your energy and for all your comments, and I will see you next week. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.